How y'all doing out there? Just thought I would bring a little behind the scenes perspective from Storm Helene and what we've been dealing with here and what was sort of our week this past week. Now, one thing I want to make clear as I show you this stuff is we don't want any sympathy, and I don't want you to think about us and how we had it. I want you to think about, because this is the absolute truth, we were the blessed ones. We were the fortunate ones. We're dealing with what a lot of people, other people dealt with, but a whole lot worse. I mean, people who lost loved ones, to death. People who were not insured to the point where they lost everything. Whole towns and communities in North Carolina completely wiped out. That's what I want you to think about when you see this. But I thought you might be interested. This was right behind their house. This was probably the closest call. It's a massive oak tree. You can see the root ball down here. It also took out from there on down and on up about 400 feet of fence line. We had these trees lining our back property that sort of fell like dominoes. The problem is that you can see every tree that went over was like this. The ground was so saturated. We'd had a couple of days of rain even before the hurricane got here. So just, the ground couldn't hold them. What was neat about this though was it took out part of the deck railing, but it came within 2 feet of touching the back door of our house. And then one of the limbs of it kind of went up the side of the house, but nothing hit the house and damaged it. Yeah, that's a blessing. This is just limbs we've been working on cutting up. I'll show you our two worst trees over here. You can see the bottom of the root balls. Probably the two biggest trees in our yard. One of them, I've actually done 2 videos painting it. Maybe I'll leave a link to those videos, sort of as a tribute to these massive trees. Essentially, we have a pit here. Let's see how big and massive these trees are. Another tree fell on our equipment awning, punched a hole in it. We expect insurance will cover that. This is my grandson helping to haul branches. I've been working on cutting up a tree in the front. There's my wife hauling branches. Say hi to my minders.
Hi, how are you?
The front's not quite as bad, but we've been working on a tree up there. We got to get a tree service in here to take care of the big ones. 2 more humongous oaks. These are really on our neighbor's property. Saturated ground. It just couldn't hold them. We are blessed. We are very, very blessed. This is nothing more than an inconvenience. And inconveniences you can deal with. It's annoying, but that's all it is. Please let your prayers and thoughts go out to the people. There's a lot here in northwestern South Carolina, but a lot more in North Carolina. I mean, just imagine floods in flatlands, like on the coast, all getting poured into the mountainous rivers and communities, which tend to be in the valleys, and you have raging torrents. They wiped out entire communities. People have lost life, lost loved ones. A lot of people who are not insured for flood have lost everything. That's a little personal perspective, and hopefully we have our power back on as of today, and I'm looking for business as usual going forward. Thanks everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.